What up, homies? I'm out here in Phoenix. Spontaneous trip. We're here for the weekend. Let's have some fun. Not entirely sure where I'm going, but it seems like there's a buzz down over here. A lot of noise, so let's go check it out. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but it's 9 p.m. and it's 95 degrees out here. Honestly, I just started walking down Roosevelt Avenue, which apparently is like a pretty nice spot. And I ran into a group of like 22-year-olds that just invited me to hang out with them. So first night, I just got drunk with these random strangers that were really cool. This place was called the Champagne Lanes. At first it seemed a little gimmicky, but the drinks were good and I would actually recommend it if you're down here in Phoenix. Honestly, I was pretty exhausted and really thirsty, so I had a few drinks and then I went back to the Airbnb to crash for the night.
All right, let's go Phoenix. Last night already exceeded my expectations. Met with a group of 5 people who I'd never seen before. They just invited me to hang out with them, so went bar hopping with them. I lost $100 bill, literally dropped it somewhere when I was paying, so that was kind of sad. But yeah, so far it's been great.
I didn't have a car on this trip, so I mostly just walked around. I gotta say, this was the wrong time of year to do this. It was really hot, but I needed some breakfast, and someone recommended a place called Matt's Big Breakfast, so I'm gonna go check that out. You know, my intentions were not to come over here and talk smack about the food, but it was mid at best. I mean, this is so plain. And, you know, I was hungry though, so I ate the whole thing. And with a price like that, you kind of have to. Okay, but let's get to the good stuff. Whenever I'm visiting a city, I always want to hit up the museums, and if they have an aquarium, I got to go to that. I have to. I'm a marine biologist. I think the zonies are afraid of their own heat. Where's everybody at? It is scorching hot out here. And there's hardly any shade, hardly any people anywhere. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'll just walk into a museum. Listen, I don't know what kind of trees these are. They're just like solid green. What a cool plant. Oh my god, I need to find out what these are called. Alas, I found the Phoenix Art Museum. It's about $20 entrance, which is already not bad, but they still have a student discount, and since I'm a PhD student, they allowed me to get that like $3 off or something. The art was phenomenal here. I got lucky and they had a special exhibition called Desert Rider by some local artists, and it's very much Chicano lowrider theme, lots of vehicles. These are some tires stacked up. So the theme was very much in line with the stuff I like, so I really love this display. This one was called Breaking Up. I'm a sucker for some of this type of art. And you know, there's some art I just don't understand, but it's got its place. It's for somebody else, not me. The museum was 10 out of 10, and it made me work up an appetite, so I'm gonna go get some food now. No, I'm not stalking or creeping on her. This is Daisy. She's from here, from Arizona, and she picked me up to take me somewhere nice to eat. I can't wait to show you guys that food we had. But anyway, she's really camera shy, so there's not a whole lot of footage with her in it. Maybe next time. Okay, this place is called Chico Malo, and my judgmental ass right away thought it was going to be some hipster Mexican food, but man, it was dank. The tortilla chips were a little too crispy. They just kept breaking going into this guac. But you know what that means? That means that guac was thick and delicious. Oh yeah, I put a hurtin' on that guac. But now let me tell you about the star of the evening. Okay, these potato tacos, dank. But the birria, oh my god, best birria I ever had. And I live in San Diego, you know what that means? Oof. This single-handedly is the reason I'll never be a thin man. Chico Malo, 12 out of 10. Fellas, if you're gonna get properly wine and dine, you better get dessert too. Went to this place called Novel Ice Cream, and I know I keep telling you all these places are good, but that's because they are. The ice cream here was so good. They had a mazapan one, you know, like the little Mexican peanut candy, and it was fire. Okay, I'm gonna call it a night. I think I'm annoying Daisy.
All right, day 2. You know I'm gonna start it off with some food. Go to this place called Stoop Kid because I just like the name. Check out the rig too. Nice. The temperature does take some getting used to, but you know what? It's 90 degrees right now and it doesn't feel all that bad. I guess I understand why the zonies are always talking about that dry heat. Wasn't that just over here yesterday? Looks like Stoop Kid is right across the street from Matt's Big Breakfast. Hopefully it's a lot better.
Stoop Kid is part of this little courtyard here, and they have burgers. Only 6 choices, but 3 of them are for breakfast, and that's what I'm here for. This little oasis is called the Churchill, and there's a lot of choices, so even if you're not a burger person, you've got plenty to choose from here. So you can keep chill in the mist while you wait for your food, and of course I'm going to check out these desert plants. Look how beautiful these are. I gotta say, I ain't never had a bagel like this. Aside from the ham and the delicious cheese, there's a fried egg in the whole of the bagel. Can you believe that? I'm never going anywhere else for breakfast. This is fire. Again, 10 out of 10. I'm gonna try to replicate this at home one day. So later on, I took a $60 cab ride all the way to the aquarium. Boy, was it worth it. This is the bathroom, y'all. They got sharks in the bathroom. With a toilet like that, I couldn't wait to see what they had upstairs. Right away, I can tell you, they've got really good information on the boards, very educational, and they've got a huge diversity of animals. And it's not gimmicky like the Georgia Aquarium was, where it's kind of Disneyland-y. This one really just had a lot of cool animals, a lot of cool facts. Okay, you know I had to make a pit stop in the California tide pools display. That's one of the species that I work with right there. Alright, even though I'm the self-proclaimed leader of the invert gang, I'm a sucker for rays, sharks, skates, all of them bad boys. So of course I had a good time with this tank. And of course, we gotta give some love to the weirdos. And they also have this kind of a ride thing that's like a donut shape, and you sit in the middle and it takes you around to see all these tanks from the other side, and man, that was cool. And then there's this thing, I don't know what it is, but I like it.
All right, I gotta say, as far as aquariums go, that was top 5 for me. Somewhere in the top 5. Did not expect that out of an aquarium in Phoenix, so good job, Arizona.
Oh no, there's a White Castle.
No, I'm gonna have to grab me some tiny burgers.
Honestly, most of what I did on this trip was just eat, and eat. Had some nightlife, went back to the Churchill for a beer, called it a night, and then I had to head back home the next day. Like I said, I was here for a weekend. The next morning, I didn't have time for much. I checked out of my Airbnb, went and grabbed some coffee and did some work out of my laptop while I was at the airport, and headed home. So thanks for sticking with me. Consider liking and following and doing all that stuff to keep up with my adventures. All right, peace out.